Hey, hey, hey. What's up, nerds? It's me, your buddy pal, Hey Archer. Welcome back to Nerd Affiliated. I was kind of sitting down. I was doing chores. It's Wednesday, 11:02 a.m. on the East Coast. And I saw that Hasbro was doing a live stream for G.I. Joe. And I was like, hey, I always watch other people do like the live reactions to various Hasbro streams, announcements. Legacy of Nerd does it quite a lot. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna try to be like my boy and like other people out there, try to do a live stream as they're doing different reviews or reveals, I should say, and see if we get excited for anything. Now, for the sake of copyright claims, I'm not gonna have the stream up necessarily. I may jump back and forth as they reveal something, so that way you guys can see, what they're talking about. But at the moment, the three of them are there. They have some of the more popular figures at the bottom of the last year, and on the right, it looks like we have one of the new, not great head sculpts down there. But to the left, we have some of the hitters from last year. So I'll keep playing this. I can hear it. I don't think you guys can.
Be rad.
But at least,
Yeah.
please.
And I'll kind of talk through,
All right, well,
any
Mud
thoughts I
and
may have.
Junkyard,
So
or
great.
as normal people say, junkyard.
Yeah, but you know,
Yeah, I guess I could finally shave off this mustache.
But we're full steam ahead on that one.
Yep.
We've got Paintmaster coming up this week, so
Yeah, Junkyard.
Can't wait.
Junkyard, I gotta say, in our animal repertoire, Junkyard's pretty rad.
yes.
I can't wait.
Maybe what I'll do is
how he's coming out. So pretty cool.
I
I can have you guys listen.
Yeah,
I don't know if they'll
he's a
copyright
good
strike
boy,
me for
But
that.
it can be tough.
I
yeah,
don't trust Mutt though.
Yeah,
He's,
no.
he's a little
Yeah.
Gotta muzzle the man.
Yeah,
You know.
for sure.
I'm pretty sure you guys
All right,
actually
so
can
those
hear
were
it
three
now.
character reveals for today. So then we will get into our render reveal. So these are the digital character only kind of renderings that Tony has so lovingly put together for us. So we are going to kick off. Our very first one is Tunnel Rat.
Oh yeah, Tunnel Rat. Tunnel Rat was one of my favorite characters as a kid. My brother and I used to play G.I.
Right,
Joe
so right
all
now
the
they're
time.
doing Tunnel Rat.
About a year ago,
And
he had
the
found
the issue, I'm just going to pause real quick. I'll kind of talk my way through a lot of these. The issue I have now is a lot of reveals are just digital renders. They're not the actual figure. So if it's only the digital render, that means they don't even have, figures that are like past like a final stage. And something like this comes out, maybe next year. So that's an issue I have. Love the figure, love the detail, love the weapons. Let's continue on.
I used to
Let's go
He
on.
was
That's how
actually
we
stuck
found
on
him.
it. That's
Yeah.
why we gave him optics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
super cool figure. I'm excited that we were able to put that one in the line.
Yeah, and something else to mention, those little flashlights, they will plug into his backpack just like he did back in the day. So
Fabulous.
Good call.
And then if you happen to see us kind of glancing off to the screen that way, that's
Oh.
just where our little confidence
Yeah.
monitor is. So we promise we're not ignoring you.
just kind of like
we
doing
just
this.
yeah,
a little,
just needed a little reference
Yeah.
every once in a while. All right, so next up we have the new version of Firefly.
I am very excited about this Firefly. I like that we were able to get a little more classic with his design.
All right,
also
so we have a brand new Firefly. Now, this is one of those figures that the last one was very dope. What's up, Mulatto? Good to see you. Last one, pretty dope. Liked it a lot. Again, not sure why they need to only show a 3D render of this. I assume you would build off the last version that they had. I could be wrong, but I say just re-release that old one. I don't see the point in kind of, doing something new. Also, these renders have more of a cartoony look to them, and that's not really what I think we're getting for the figure. So that does throw me off a little bit, a little deceptive to me. However, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Doing another version of a figure we already have, I don't see the point unless you're doing a repaint and you're trying to save money that way. But If it's only a 3D render, I'm guessing they don't have the molds done and figure in hand ready to go. Let's proceed.
On him. Gold bomb on the going to be a problem until the end.
Yeah, forever. Yeah, they will all be your
forever.
favorites. Yeah.
So Lowlight's awesome. I was very inspired by the 25th anniversary version where he had all that gear. So we tried to give him the rifle bag that
Cool.
his,
I like the accessories now that they're starting to ship with everybody. But again, I want to see it in hand.
Going to be plugged onto his back, and the backpack will be plugged onto the rifle bag, so he can be fully loaded.
Fabulous.
Which I feel like in the G.I. Joe world we want. The goggles do come off.
Agreed.
But we wanted to show you Lowlight as you remember Lowlight with the goggles on, but they do come off. So yeah, that's Lowlight, and again, that the inkjet on this one, we're not seeing it here, but my dude.
Yeah, I kind of when we were making that face print, I was kind of picturing him up late, camping out a spot, maybe losing a little sleep, so you kind of see a little bit of that. Hopefully,
the nightmares.
He's there. You go.
Yeah.
Exactly. And just the amount of stuff that you've given Lowlight is incredible.
Gotta load them up.
Yeah. Again, all grays and blacks, and just you see him hiding with just maybe a glint of that red.
Yeah.
In the night. So really cool.
Cool.
Perfect. All right, and then last up for our render only reveals is going, and we are pretty excited about this. I'm not gonna lie. Is our Shadow Tracker figure?
Oh yeah, this is one we've been talking about for a long time. It's cool to get the newer generation Joes in there, and we wanted to really kind of lean into that
This is where I would love it if all the companies were sticking to one scale, because I would love to piece this figure here with some of my Predator figures, especially like the Predator Priest, especially with that skull on there. That'd be super dope. But NECA 7-inch, Hasbro 6-inch. I still need to see a non 3D render of this, but let me know what you think.
Melanin deficient Jaguar, the black ones you can kind of see.
Oh yeah.
The spots on them. So speaking of which, from a deco standpoint, Tony, this thing came out really cool with all the subtleties.
Oh yeah, following your instruction and your deco sheet, showing those spots on the I get we call it a skirt
ghost
or what would you,
spots?
ghost spots or
his war kilt.
War kilt sounds nice. I like that.
So Rolando, good to see you.
Let us know if we're wrong in the comments, as always.
Yeah.
He keeps
and
the
then
pelts. He keeps the pelts and he wears
pelts.
them.
Thank you.
War pelts.
Yeah, and then of course there's a wash on his skull underneath that chartreuse mask, and then you've got some really cool oversprays in the hair, kind of a little older.
I love this.
Some gray in his locks.
Yeah,
so.
that was
Again, something like that, great. I love the detail of the underspray, that one single dread coming off the side here, all of it. But it's the 3D prints or the 3D renders. Like these 3D renders, everything looks great, colors look great, but what does the final product look like? And with some of the new things they've been showing us, that's where I take it with a grain of salt. But again, let me know if you're excited for some of these here.
Pre-order starting today.
Oh wow!
Right.
Sweet.
Yep.
So
On it.
March 8th.
Oh, they're still doing
today
pre-orders.
at 1 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
Cool.
So
Got
just
it.
so that everybody knows.
Get it. Got it.
Yeah. Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Great. So we
Well
are
done.
going to start off with a wave that a lot of people have been really excited about. So this is going to be our next wave for mainline figures. So we are starting off with Copperhead.
So Copperhead is one of my favorite.
Oh, another
Wow.
favorite.
Another
What is
favorite. What do you
this?
know?
What do you know? Another favorite. He was really fun to add into the line. I always liked his backstory.
Yeah,
kind
another 3D render.
Racing kind of gambler guy. He's a little ne'er-do-well.
Oh, man. What's up, Noe Craft? Good to see you. Out of the loop on Joe stuff. So essentially, the reason I'm doing this one, just to test it out, I've never done one of these live streams while there's a live stream happening, but also some of the newer figures coming out, sculpts are looking rough. So I was curious to see what are they going to reveal today for everybody. But it's just 3D renders. Right now, this is another 3D render. This is Copperhead. Looks great in concept, but actually this might be the first true 3D because they can turn it around, but it's computer generated again, where the other ones were just a picture. So cool. but what's the figure actually look like? Like, and that's the problem with G.I. Joe right now. They're giving us a lot of reveals, and it's just pictures. And then the actual figure comes out. It's kind of rough, but I don't know. This is a dope figure. I do think this is a dope figure.
Into that. Really cool accessories.
Wrong button.
3 3/4. The O-ring.
Oh, there he is. All right.
But
Yeah, we played around with that.
They
quite a
showed
bit.
me.
The green,
for
blue,
sure.
the teal, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah.
We're doing all sorts of colors today.
it's a lot of color work.
Color theory
Yeah, it's
But
today.
we
great.
haven't gotten to talk about cool grays yet. So
That's dope.
We'll get into that.
People love that.
We'll get into
We
that.
love our
They love
cool
that.
grays here in the G.I. Joe team.
So Copperhead is going to be our first figure that is going to be up for pre-order today, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern time.
There you go.
So again, Copperhead.
But I mean, beating a dead horse here. Can't see inside the box. So like, if I was in store and saw Copperhead, I would probably hesitate. Let's go back to when they started the actual.
And the matte finishes.
Copperhead, the O-ring figure. But
Yeah, we played around with that quite a bit. The
Yeah.
green,
Oh, for
blue,
sure.
the teal, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah.
We're doing all sorts of colors today.
Yeah, it's
it's
cool.
a lot of color work.
Color
It's a cool
theory
figure.
today.
We haven't gotten
But I don't know. I'd have to see it in hand.
Multiple rounds.
to grab this up.
We could fit 2 rounds in the
Oh, we got another
itself.
bazooka.
The back swivels out, so you can load some in there, as well as you can put them in the back as I spin it around. They will all nestle in there really nicely. 2 of them have a pretty fun deco on it. We gave it like those the jet teeth. I thought they'd be kind of rad on there, as well as crash test dummy deco on one of them,
It's just so cute.
which is pretty funny.
Yeah,
It's
that's
great.
cool.
Yeah.
Bazooka is a
So
dope
you can
figure.
really tell
I
that
do
you
like
just
that
don't have
bazooka
any
figure.
fun at all at our
We
time.
already have one, so I'm not sure why we need to repaint on
And
it.
of course, who doesn't like a nice mustache, huh?
Yeah.
It's a nice one.
Outside of
We
changing the
love
color,
seeing
but
him in his red, navy, and,
Yeah.
and white.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
jersey
color.
as well. So
Yeah, I feel like this mold takes that color so well, and
For
I think that the red molded very nicely.
It
on
kind
it
of-
as well. So
it kind of ruins a bit of it for me because if you already bought Bazooka, now you're like, damn it. Now the red shirt one's coming out. What was the last one? Let me double check the last one. Pretty sure the last one was white. I'm waiting for him to go on clearance. Being a hypocrite. Get rid of this here. Yeah, the white. The last one was the white shirt. So I'm kind of glad I haven't picked it up yet because I'd rather get the red shirt Bazooka. So, all right.
and a great push broom.
and
Of this amazing diorama picture that Matt took for us. All of these pictures.
That's great.
Cool. All right. So moving right along. Up next is Torpedo.
oh,
What we got
Torpedo.
back there?
Dope. Dope.
torpedo.
We have a little stand with all of our figures on them, and we're grabbing them.
Most of it comes off. The rebreather comes off. The mask comes off. His flippers come off. And
I like that.
He is in his pretty sweet wetsuit.
I like that.
Actually, we should flip up his mask to show
Oh,
that
God, yeah.
inkjet because man, he came out really good.
The face print.
He looks like a real person, but like shrunk. It's like Willy Wonka showed up.
That's great that the mask comes off.
But he came out really good. Shrunk. It's like Willy Wonka.
Almost had it. That's dope. So this is where G.I. Joe, I think, I like the line, is the fact that they managed to include that many accessories for the price. And even here, the detail that the mask comes off, you don't have to switch a head sculpt or anything. I appreciate that about G.I. Joe Classified. So this one I like. Not for me. Not a figure I would need to have in my collection or for photography. I don't do any kind of water-based figure photography, so it wouldn't really do much for me, but let me know what you guys think of
Came out.
that.
You know what's coming, right?
Yeah.
So keeping with our water theme, let's go for Shipwreck.
Where you at, Shipwreck?
All right, we finally get... Oh, they're going to finally
So
show
here
us
he
Shipwreck?
is. There he is. I know you're
All right, come on, come on.
Cartoon.
Iconic.
That iconic voice. Here he is in the plastic. We really played into his tattoos on this guy.
I don't know, their face sculpts
He
lately...
had like kind of the old Sailor Jerry tattoos that we wanted to embellish on just
What's
a
up,
little
Sal?
bit,
Good to see
nothing
you.
Too crazy. He has his shark from back in the day, and then we kind of messed with his chevrons, and we added a
Like, it looks like cartoony. And I think the part that ruins it here for me is because it looks so, like, in the face, so cartoony and glossy and not as realistic as the look that they were previously going for, if you put him side by side with the other Joes, is it going to match up? Is it going to line up properly? Real big nitpick here, but
eagle with a trident through it to kind of make it feel a little more aquatic, as well as
yeah, I don't know. I still kind of like him, and I like that there's a different. They have the hair separate. That's amazing.
we updated his
That's
panther
amazing.
tattoo. I don't know if it's going to zoom in Matt's photography. Also on him, as you can see, he's got that hairy chest.
What a delight.
Crucial.
What a delight.
Yeah.
Crucial detail.
And
Crucial
you
detail.
can
I
see
agree.
It looks like a toupee in the bottom. I like the idea of him having a toupee because
Yeah.
he's always
Show the swap.
If we did not make that not part of his head, it would have been like this big bucket on top of his hair, and that would have been lame. So we baked that in there.
I like that.
Also on him, you can see the rope. This was a cool challenge because we're like, how do we get Polly to attach to his shoulder? And we're like, oh, let's give him a rope, and then maybe we could put a post hole in the rope, and Polly could peg there. And then the idea was like, but we're gonna put
That's
a
a good
peg
idea.
on the bottom of Polly's foot. We're like, let's make Polly have a peg leg.
Perfect.
So it was kind of fun to kind of reinvent the character a little bit from a functionality standpoint. And of course, he's got his anchor, which
By the way, nitpick, real quick. We call it lines in the sailor world. We don't call it rope. Sorry, I had to do it. I had to do it.
you gotta jump on other boats. I guess.
Let me know what you guys think of
Show it.
this.
Make it
I
happen.
do.
Cross.
Yeah, and the amount of deco.
Animals.
nice.
They're
I do
beautiful
like
animals, and it came out great, and I'm glad you did. Make me.
They're
But
beautiful
This is
animals.
this is cool here. Hang on. And by the way, the reason I keep pausing and jumping around is for the sake of them not striking me or anything. I like that you could do this. I do like that he'd fit there on the on a wrist peg. That's cool. That's cool. But again, looks really cartoony versus what they've been giving us before. Like before, like it wasn't as cartoony. Like it did have a more realistic kind of vibe to it. That's what people wanted. So, but it doesn't match up. Anyway, I could be nitpicking here. I am nitpicking. That's the whole point of this.
they're
Nice.
beautiful animals. Those little attentions to details, and not all of them, but there's a lot of details in these things. Not only just from sculpt, but to paint.
All right, so last up in this mainline wave, we are very excited. It's time for rock and roll.
Let's rock and roll.
That's cool. That's cool.
There
I
it is.
oh yeah, that's cool.
So
All
rock
right,
and roll
that's
came out
dope.
pretty
That's a
awesome. I hope
pickup.
that maybe I can
That's
get
a
the camera
pickup
to
right
do it.
there.
But you'll notice we gave him this kind of skull on his
Oh,
hand.
kinda
That's
nailed
great.
that
Does
shot.
the devil
That's great.
horns.
Yeah.
He has a skull face, which I thought would be pretty rad, especially with that big,
Yeah.
big machine.
Again, I wish these scaled well with the Predator figures. The photography potential here of having them with a Predator. God, I hate that these companies are not on the same page. That would have been amazing. Amazing.
Machine gun. I think he looks really cool this way. We even updated him by giving him some bracelets and stuff like that to kind of give him a little bit more of a rocker feel.
That's dope. Yeah.
And then with the tattoos, you can see that, which were super fun. To
That's
design. As well as he comes with an extra set of hands. Of course, he comes with the devil horn hands. He comes with another trigger finger and a fist.
That's great.
Pretty cool figure. Also, there will be a bandolier of bullets that goes into his down on there, so you can position him, which you'll see in Matt's photos. He did an awesome job to kind of nod back.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look at
we're
this. That's
super
great.
excited about this fig.
That's great.
I feel like all of his tattoos, all I remember in the development process for this figure was everybody saying, these tattoos are so much
That's
work,
dope.
but they look so
That's dope.
good.
Yeah,
This is
went
why
through
we
the
like
whole
G.I. Joe
process. We
Classified.
looked at inkjetting,
Look,
and then
I mean, look at all that. All that detail. The radio actually comes off. The water bottle. I can't remember the other name for it, but the pouch, the bullet belts, all of that. That's dope. I mean, that's dope. Yeah. They give the appropriate amount of accessories for the price. I agree. I 1,000% agree.
the Tampo, and we actually found that.
And just for the
more,
rocker hands, like,
graphic and
I feel like this is
like black and clear it is, the better the fidelity is, the more you can read it.
Helmet
they were
comes
fun
off.
to do too. Like I want them to
yeah, just for the devil horns. I feel like this is a pickup, if for nothing else, for the devil horns. I like that.
like a tidal wave of underneath like some skulls. You notice I have a little
Skulls?
skull thing going on here, and of koi fish for change because it wanted to play up that whole like change going on through his ink.
Fabulous.
Super cool.
All right, so just as a kind of level set, so mainline distribution on these are $24.99 figures. We
Great.
just kind of wanted to run you through the pricing ladder for our figures in 23. I know, right?
Keep going
it's
up.
a fun marketing term. I think it's great.
Pricing
so
ladders.
it's basically like all of the different price points that you'll hit in this kind of you can start at the bottom or you can start at the top. But so regular mainline figures are still $24.99.
Correct.
So now we have a new kind of deluxe SKU that we will see our first one of today, actually, which we're really excited about. That is going to be the $34.99 price point. So what does that get you? So it's still a single figure, but it comes with a ton more accessories than our regular
So this is
$24.99 figure.
So this is going to be similar to the Hasbro to the Power Ranger one, the Power Ranger remasters that I think got pulled. I saw somewhere online they may have got pulled for quality, but where they're going to give you, they're copying or mimicking Super 7 single figure, way more accessories, higher price point, not the $50, but higher price point. So let's see what they end up revealing here.
So then next, pet. So still one human figure, one pet, lots of accessories, still a lot of great value in that. So every time it's like we keep going up a box size, like, oh, too much for this box. Okay, it gets bumped to the next level.
Yeah, which is really important for a world of play, which we're trying to do here. It's like a world of play, especially in mil spec and sci-fi and fantasy play. You can't get everything at the $24.99 price point. And if you do, then it's lacking things.
Yeah.
So we have to go up in price point to give a better offering and just a better product.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the last price point that you'll see today is going to be our $54.99 price point. That is for our figure 2-pack. So 2 human figures plus a ton of extra accessories to really kind of build out your.
I really hope they
experience.
lean
And
into
most
the
for those,
army
we'll
building
see those most for
packs.
troop builder packs.
Yes, correct.
I think G.I. Joe could
So
really excel with the
fabulous. Okay, so
army building
as
packs.
a reminder, mainline distribution for these. So anywhere that toys are sold for the last 5 figures at a $24.99 price point. Groovy. Okay, so speaking
Yeah,
of
but give us a release date. That's the one thing
exciting
too.
I guess we kind of call this a figure and pet offering. Is kind of how we're thinking about it.
Pets can be robots
Pets can be robots too. All right, so we are really, really excited for Scrap Iron and his just such a cool drone.
And now,
Anti-tank drone.
and this is the first time you guys are going to
That's
see him
dope.
with his helmet off.
So
This-
a lot of times when we develop toys, we're dealing in the digital world a lot, and then when we actually
Oh,
start
the
seeing
flame
physical, I'm
effects
like,
too.
Whoa, the drone is enormous.
That's great.
But like, I think it's just the way the plastic lies and the way his form
Does it
factor
not-
is that like it is way bigger than the
Would it not
specs
sit up?
seem to me in my mind's eye.
But it's awesome.
Can it not hold that?
Yes.
Ooh, can't hold that
So
position.
cool.
Super excited. We've been taking with because we have multiple samples. We've been doing the Shaw Club Van Damme split between the two. I'm in the camera, right? Yeah. So there you go. It has 2 blast effects that will fit inside of the drone.
Oh, all right,
The
that's dope.
rockets on there
Yeah,
to
that's
make it
pretty
look
dope.
as if the drone
This is
flying.
great. This is
Also,
great for
the
photography.
drone, the tank treads are articulated, so you can kind of like. I think I'm like not in the camera. I'm sorry, guys.
No, you're doing so good.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, this is not an electronic item.
No.
You have to move the feet
Yeah.
yourself.
That's dope.
And the articulation.
Yeah,
is such
see,
where, like, you know,
exactly.
inside
Those
tank,
kinds of shots.
inside
That's
air,
why I think this is great
you
for
decide
photography.
For your photography.
Yeah, give
on
us
your
more-
shelf. But enough
Yeah,
about the drone.
that's
Let's
great.
talk about Mr. Scrap Iron, which we've all been waiting for a while. I have too, and I was really excited to get to this figure. And we kept him pretty classic, but I wanted him to be a little more mil-spec than what he was. He always had that like silly vest. I thought the vest needed a little more tact to it, so we added that.
I think
there.
34 is still high,
Also,
but if
we
that's
kind of updated his boots a little bit more to be a little more.
but if
sci-fi, a little
24
more-
is going to be the new base, then another $10 to get all that stuff. I think that's I'd say it's a win. I'll give you guys that.
You really see the difference between the.
from the fact. I think he's probably scrap.
It's going to go great with the his tank. If you order the his tank,
kind of scarred him forever. So he's always got this like, you're never going to be perfect, buddy, kind of deal. And I think it aspects. I think I went kind of anime on it, but man,
They
they're
look so
really cool. And the idea is like,
Yeah.
you know, like blasted down.
You know,
there's,
well
like,
done,
this kind
Hasbro.
of, like, backdraft, and it's kind of spiraling because
I give you that one. I'll give you that. That's a really good.
But there's actually one more.
That's a good figure.
Losing stuff. So
And you get
Bazooka.
that awesome smoke trail.
Can you
too, on
interchange
it.
them?
It's kind of hidden.
I think it's
Pointing-
massive.
pointing- okay, so
Oh.
camera here,
That way.
point this away. Yep,
Viola.
there you go.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Look at
We're
that.
still,
Film
it's
on
a new
that.
camera setup today, so
Yeah, I
forgive us as we're
apologize.
still learning. It's we're so excited about.
Yeah, these guys are.
That's dope.
You guys are next level. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
So as you can see here, we have his trails. The trails will plug into bazooka.
Nice.
And you can put the rockets in the back, and you'll probably have to pose them back a little
Yeah,
bit.
you'll have
but
to pose them
man,
back.
that's awesome!
Yeah.
That's
Also
dope,
very,
though.
very
That's dope.
practical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
that's
sick.
the big
All right.
point.
Good job, Hasbro. Good job. Interchanging accessories between figures. Yeah. Oh, man, I wish I had the Hiss tank. Photographs of those two with the Hiss tank and the fire effects with the rocket. That's great. That's great.
All right, so Scrap Iron and his beloved gigantic drone.
Let me know so far if you guys are enjoying this different format, different kind of video. We're doing the Hasbro Pulse GI Joe fan stream for upcoming releases. I debated putting this on the Hey Archer channel, but then I was just like, whatever. I'll put it on Nerd Affiliated, and if anything, I'll put a copy of it over there or something. But I'm digging this. I'm digging the live reactions with you guys. It lined up that I just had some time to sit down and watch this. But oh, here we go. Another reveal.
To have them joining the ranks of our Troop Builder offerings.
And these are completely
This is great.
new sculpts, which I'm
Yes.
super excited about. And not only that, but we were able to give a lot of kind of customization throughout the pack itself.
Yes.
So
Troop
the heads,
building.
of course, you could flip flop and mix match the heads, as well as we gave a gas mask head, which is inspired by, I believe, they're the airborne infantry Cobra Troopers.
Great.
Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But
That's
you can
great.
Take that and put that on top of either figure's head, and it comes with kind of an officer helmet with the
Just in case.
officer V on there,
Yeah.
which will go onto both their
Dope.
heads. You can
Amazing. Amazing. I think this would be a 10 out of 10. Easy. 10 out of 10 if it was $40. I say Hasbro, if they really want to get this out by volume, and I meant to do a video about this, I just never did. If they want to get this out by volume, lower price point, $40, 2 figures, all those accessories, money. People are just going to be buying them. I mean, imagine all the different variants you can do with the weapons, the head sculpts, officer helmet. $40, people will just buy a ton of these things.
Pop these heads. You can.
blast.
That's great.
Chain
Yes.
effects.
That's great. Look at this. Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what we would do.
Backpacks that will stow your rifles, and they will plug on the back, as you
Yep.
can see there. And as you can see on the, I guess, the khaki color, it's not gold, it's khaki. Sometimes those renders are a little misleading. It is based on the Cobra SMG from the cartoons, which is super fun.
Dare I say that the G.I. Joe line, it sucks. They got rid of that one sculptor. I'm not sure if some of the lame sculpts are because he's not here anymore. But dare I say the G.I. Joe line excels at the non-human face figures. Yeah.
Available exclusively on Hasbro Pulse.
I may just buy this just to support it.
Last but not least,
Just to be
today,
like-
something that we've been
Just to be like, hey, I want more of this. Give it to me. But yeah, the Cobra Troopers by far are some of the best Hasbro figures out there, in my opinion. And I think army building with them, with packs like this, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss.
fight series.
And he looks like an angry New England dad.
Come on.
Who
Yeah,
hasn't
he
shoveled
does.
snow all morning, as he should, because he hangs out in the snow a lot. Where are we?
But see what I'm saying?
We got so much stuff.
you
I
got
had to
Human
put
face
on.
sculpt, kind of.
He gives us so much stuff.
3 plexis you had to
We
use.
had to use 3 plexis to get that on there, right?
Here,
And
can we scooch
let's
just
scooch
to,
in this
yeah,
way.
we're learning.
And then I could try to talk about some of the details of the backpack and all that. So, all right. So he's pretty rad. He comes with multiple hoods on him right
That's
now.
dope.
With his hood down. You can also put his hood up. He also comes with an alternate head, so it looks more like the old school toy when he's got like the little tight, I guess, hoodie on there. It's not right now because it's not blended, but you can see those are his goggles. That you'll see in a lot of our photography that it is right. Comes with skis as well as snowshoes. He comes with his pistol, which is holstered currently. as well as his, I meant ski poles, huh?
I love all the accessories here. You are gonna have to make some troopers or G.I. Joe Cobra troopers that are somehow snow variants or ski variants, winter variants, just to line up with this. But the face sculpt did not look very good.
Skis. So when he's all loaded up, he's like loaded up, and he looks like he's trucking through the snow. Something else to mention on here: you can even stow the snowshoes, which are probably. Let me go like this so you guys can see it. So we added these kind of like oval pins. You get the guns kind of covering them, but those oval pins, the snowshoes have an oval hole. Let me see if I get there. Right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Right there, and that'll stow onto the back of the backpack. So
That's great.
he stows all.
I'm loving the photography work on these, by the way. Whoever they have doing the toy photography is money, absolute money.
And the rifle goes into the top of the backpack right there. So super fun to work on this guy. We went totally all in on it. I really like the wipe that came out on the hair, Tony.
Yeah, wipe looking good. That gives that hair a little bit more dimension, a little more depth.
Oh, so they do have some troopers. All right,
and
cool.
Of course, my favorite.
So they're gonna release some of those.
Kind of when we get a little bit of that more storytelling into some of the face prints. Some of you guys picked up on it in the renders, but on this kind of hooded head, we've actually given him a bit of a wind burn. But like in the shape of the goggles blocking that, and just wind burn where it wouldn't have protected his face. So super.
I'm another thing I was just thinking about, like I think what works about the classified line with G.I. Joe is that they own it versus they are partnering with like a Star Wars or Disney to do Star Wars figures. Like, all right, this is what we want to do. He's like, oh no, change this, do that, give us this. Don't spend too much on the R&D on this part. Like, you don't have to worry about a lot of that because it's their own product. Also for pre-order today.
Kind of brings us to the end of our show today.
Yeah.
We had a lot of stuff to get through. We got through it pretty fast.
Yeah.
I mean, to be perfectly blunt, we have
Thanks for Londo.
no idea how much time we stand up here and talk for. When Lenny and I found out that we had spent 45 minutes doing the Sky Striker unboxing, we were like, no, it was like 15 minutes.
It's involved. I was surprised, but I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot how involved it was.
There was a lot of stuff.
I love this team.
A lot of stuff.
Just
this is a good team.
Quick recap, we had 3 character name reveals for today. So Quick Kick, Big Boa, and Mutton Junkyard.
Yep.
Then we did render reveals for Tunnel Rat, Firefly, Low Light, and Shadow Tracker.
That's right.
Correct.
Then we have 8 pre-order items going up for pre-order today, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Time.
We are busy.
8 pre-orders. So we have our next mainline wave, which is, can I do this in order? Copperhead, Bazooka, Torpedo, Shipwreck, Rock and Roll.
Nailed it.
Rock and roll.
Then which are our $24.99 figures, mainline distribution, anywhere fine toys are sold. Then we have Scrap Iron and his adorable gigantic drone.
Anti-tank drone.
Anti-tank drone. Which is also adorable anti-tank. They're not mutually exclusive. Which will be a $44.99 offering at wherever fine toys are sold.
Oh, 44.
Then we have our Cobra Valkyrie 2-pack, which is going to be a Hasbro Pulse exclusive.
Love
that
that.
is a $54.99
Love that.
price
That's going to
point.
sell out. That's going to sell out today.
To the classified series team. And then last but certainly not least, we have Snow Job, Hasbro Pulse exclusive, $34.99 deluxe figure offering. With
makes sense for deluxe.
We are giving people so much
what's
stuff
really
in these
funny
offers.
about that? And maybe I should say it. When we were working, I'm like, I went to Tony and I was like, did I give him enough stuff?
Yes.
I think you yelled at me.
Yeah, I did. But it's even the mainline offerings. There's just so much stuff, and then you move up that bracket, and then it's even more stuff.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe's about to load out.
And
yeah, I'm telling you, if you have any desire to get that Cobra 2-pack, it's gonna sell out. That one and Rock and Roll are gonna. They're gone. They will be gone.
Today, we're so.
That's dope. Let's just go back real quick. I want to make sure Rock and Roll was. the Marvel Legends fan streams are Chernobyl. I love that. But Dan over at the Marvel Legends team, he's my hero. Dan's a nice guy.
Big Boa and Mutton Junkyard.
Yep.
Then we did render reveals for Tunnel Rat. 8 pre-order items going up for pre-order today, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern time.
We
I
are
know,
busy.
8 pre-orders. So we have our next mainline wave, which is, can I do this in order? Copperhead, Bazooka, Torpedo, Shipwreck, Rock and Roll.
Nailed it.
Then we, which are our
And I think-
$24.99 figures, mainline distribution, anywhere fine toys are sold.
Oh, so those may not be on Pulse. Interesting. I wish they would just do Pulse for everything.
Then we have Scrap Iron and his adorable gigantic drone.
Anti-tank drone.
Anti-tank mutually fine toys are sold.
Yep.
Then we have our Cobra Valkyrie 2-pack, which is going to be a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. That is the $54.99 price point.
Yep.
Yeah. That's that pack there. That's it. That's the winner right there. That's the winner right there. I'm all in for that. But let me know what you guys thought. Let me know if you're a Joe fan, if you're thinking about it, not so much. Do you agree? I mean, the face sculpts, like I said, the face sculpts without mask look kind of weak, with the exception of Rock and Roll and Bazooka. But I like this. I like the reveals today. G.I. Joe's winning when it comes to. I mean, those pictures that I posted yesterday. If you've not seen them, they're over on Nerd Affiliated on TikTok, or Nerd_affiliated on TikTok, Nerd Affiliated on Instagram. Those face sculpts for some of like Flint that's coming out is horrendous, absolutely horrendous. But the stuff we saw today, I have to say, W. I got to give them a W. New price point, $24.99 is what it is. At this point, we can't run from it. They're going to do what they're going to do. To previous points I've made on other streams, if there's a figure or collection of figures that you believe in, like that, I like how I was going to stop at believe and I threw the word in. If there's figures or a collection that you believe in, I highly, 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 highly suggest, and I don't get paid for any of these, by the way. This is not like Hasbro asked me to do this or any other company. It is a figure or series or collection that you believe in, and they drop the figures. Do not wait for clearance. Buy them. Buy them, buy them, buy them, because if we keep waiting for clearance, eventually the companies will stop requesting orders for that stuff because they're like, it's not selling. I'm not getting my money back. So if there's a figure that's coming out, a collection is coming out, buy it on the spot, full price. Don't wait for it. If there's something else, wait for it. If there's something that you could live without, but it's nice to have, wait for it, by all means. But speaking of which, or of which, is it speaking of which or which? Speaking of, the Hasbro warehouse sale is still going on. I knew this was going to sell out. The second Mando came out today, I was like, people are going to think to themselves, oh shit, I forgot. I was going to buy a Mando helmet and go to the website. 35% off if you're a Pulse member, 30% off otherwise. And something I didn't realize the other day was for the code to work, you have to hit $75. I ended up buying this and see $27.99, and you just get hands. And they give you the fingers for the blast effect, but don't give you a blast effect. So I bought this on the sale because I was not paying $27.99 for Cyclops, even though I love Cyclops. So check out the sale. There's still some good stuff here, as you can see. The tip and trick that I dropped the other day in my video was, if there's an item here you could see in store, probably check your local stores first. Right now, for example, Target did something different when I went yesterday, and I'll end shortly. Yesterday when I went to Target, this wave, this I don't even know what we're calling this wave. Anyway, the what if wave. I think that's what it is actually. The what if wave. Target had different prices for each figure. So the other day, Tony Stark was $12.99. I went yesterday and they pushed him back up to $19.99, but Red Skull was like $17.99, and Scarlet Witch was down to like $12.99. So Target may start to even fluctuate with their clearance pricing. So if you see a figure, you remember seeing it in stores, check your store. If they don't have it, buy it online. But for example, Scarlet Witch here at Target, you could probably get it for cheaper than buying her here during the sale. I may pick up this Iron Man, zombie Iron Man. I may also pick up the zombie Cap and just have those two. Oh, God, they grabbed him. They grabbed him. I was thinking about it. To have him and Iron Man next to each other. But it's all right. Wasn't super necessary. Other things I suggest if you're thinking about it, check helmets, see if there's something on sale you want. The Spider-Man one's on sale. But right now this Bo-Katan helmet is at Target. So if Target ever does clearance, it may be lower than the $80 price that you'll get here. This Spider-Man, I imagine most people picked it up already at GameStop when they did their sale. But if you wanted it, there you go. Yeah, Dracon sold out. I figured that would happen. Lord Zed, it was crazy discount at GameStop. So I imagine most people already picked him up if they wanted it. These metallic ones, wow. 27, so that's probably like 19. Nah, that's a pass. And then, of course, the other thing. Yeah, so the Darksaber already sold out. You can still get yourself the Obi-Wan Kenobi one. But in our group chat yesterday, we were talking about the NeoPixel lightsabers. And how much cooler those are, brighter. So if you want something quick, you can get these. They are cheaper in price than the NeoPixel lightsabers, but the Darksaber's out. But the Obi-Wan Kenobi one. What's up, Duff Man? Good to see you. Not bad. I think General Kenobi was saying it was like 180 something with the sale price. So there's still some stuff out there. I also am thinking, because the sale ends March 19th, I think last time they did a sale, they ended up adding more items. So don't take that as like word is bond here, but I'm pretty sure last time they did a sale, they added additional items as the sale went on. Maybe that happens here. I'm not sure. If there's something you do want, by all means, pick it up. I'm just doing one last pass through. The thing I'm really, honestly, what I'm eyeballing, what I really want to pick up on sale, this. I needed this to be on sale. I was so mad that he was not. I mean, it comes with the Tony Stark with the mullet hair going on. Oh man, this is it. This is what I wanted. Comes with the proton cannon. God, I may follow my own advice and buy him full price because I want more of it. I did pick up this War Machine. He's on sale. The only complaint I have is that he does not come with a maskless head sculpt. So I may have to just find another figure and swap that. So this one's coming to me in the mail. But I mean, this is going to go great with the Iron Man figure. Just great with it. Maybe do some black wash on this thing. Or silver. Nice. So yeah, there's our stream. That's now our second stream of the week. Maybe we'll do 4. I don't know. I'm thinking about streaming again. I'm thinking about picking up a video game and streaming on with a video game. I don't know. I'm feeling that itch. Maybe it's not this week. Maybe it's next week. But I'm feeling the itch. I do have to run some errands though. So I appreciate you guys chilling with me. Rolando, Duffman, Sal, Know Your Craft, and anybody else who's watching, Mulatto, anybody else who's watching on the replay. Thanks for stopping by. Let me know if you like this format. Very impromptu. Just watching a live stream as they do some reveals. And if you're excited for G.I. Joe, of course. Also, sidebar, I tried to go watch Creed, but they're not showing Creed until this afternoon. I couldn't find a theater showing it early, midday, early, like, morning, afternoon. So I was like, F you, I'm not doing this. So that's why I'm here. Hey Archer Live this Thursday, 8:15-ish p.m. here on Nerd Affiliated. Nerdy Coffee, Monday morning, 9 a.m. Hopefully not ish. Hopefully just 9 a.m. Join the channel memberships. Join their Nerd Foundation. Help support your boy. Buy some merch from other people. But buy merch from me too. And you can also drop super chat. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll talk to all you nerds in the next video. No outro music today. All I'm saying is peace.